Hi everyone, and welcome to Big Ideas Growing Minds. We are so happy you are here. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support means the world to us. Today's big idea comes from Dan Heath and his inspiring book, Upstream. The book has the subtitle, How to Solve Problems Before They Happen, and is, in its essence, a guide for preventing problems rather than simply reacting to them. The book's central premise is that too often in life we get stuck in a responsive cycle. We put out fires, we deal with emergencies, we stay downstream, handling one problem after another, but never go upstream to fix the systems that cause the problems. In Upstream, we learn how to change that. Going upstream, what does it mean? First, let's define what Heath means by upstream thinking. In the book's central metaphor, two men notice some struggling children in a nearby river. They frantically try to save the children, but every time one child is safe, more struggling children appear. Suddenly, one of the men looks at the seemingly never-ending stream of children falling into the water and begins to run. The other man asks him, "Where are you going?" The man replied, "I'm going upstream to discover why so many children are falling into the river." Through this metaphor, Heath suggests that identifying the source of problems enables us to create more effective and longer-lasting solutions. In other words, upstream thinking allows us to zoom out and see the bigger picture, identify the key areas where things are going wrong, and systematically reduce the issues they are causing. Going upstream, how is it done? 3 barriers block effective upstream thinking. 1. I don't see the problem. Problem blindness. This is the belief that negative outcomes are natural or inevitable, out of our control. 2. That's not mine to fix. Lack of ownership. This is when people resist acting on a perceived problem because they feel it's not their place. 3. I can't deal with that right now. Tunneling. When people juggle many problems at once, sometimes they focus on the wrong things, fixing the little bothers while ignoring the real ones, or even worse, giving up altogether. To switch to upstream thinking, you need to break down these barriers. Heath suggests doing this by reflecting on the following. 1. Unite the right people. Gathering the right people is vital to successfully implement upstream efforts. Ensure you look at the problem from all angles and invite all relevant stakeholders to pitch in. 2. Change the system. Upstream work is about reducing the probability that problems will happen, so you must change the system so that it works for you, not against you. 3. Find good leverage. This step is all about getting close to the problem and looking for the best place to start. Upstream efforts often mean fumbling our way forward, figuring things out as we go along. The trick is to keep looking for the levers that can move the world. 4. Detect early warning signs. If we can foresee a problem, we have more maneuvering room to fix it. That's why a key question for upstream efforts is, how can you get an early warning of the problem you're trying to solve? 5. Measure success. We often can't pinpoint what constitutes success when it comes to upstream efforts. If your computer is broken, fixing it is a success. But how do we measure success if the computer never broke in the first place? Heath suggests implementing relevant metrics up front and monitoring them carefully to ensure you are working in the right direction. 6. Avoid doing harm. Sometimes upstream efforts create unintended consequences downstream, so think things through before making changes upstream and be ready to correct course as needed. 7. Make sure the right people are rewarded for the right things. Remember, upstream efforts are all about avoiding problems, making sure bad things never happen, and stopping mistakes from causing harm. But if successful, no one will ever appreciate the effort since they do not know what has not hit them. So make sure to reward and applaud people for successful upstream efforts, even if no one will ever know it happened. And there you have it, Upstream by Dan Heath in a nutshell. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to give it a like. Take care and see you soon.